All right, what?
Want to do a rip?
Well, I'm literally about to, but I need a song. I need a song. So, oh, you know what? Have you been hearing like some of the new like kind of protest music that's been going on lately?
Little bits and pieces.
Have you heard FX No FX new song?
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to hear a bunch of it, but you can probably hear a little bit. Well, maybe not that loud.
Yeah, I was about to say not too loud. I got roommates in the next room or sleeping.
Well, also, I need to keep it down too. Not that there's anything like here particularly, but
Yeah,
across the wall.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, do this real quick. There we go. I
Sounds
had
pretty
two little
good.
shit. So, yeah, they came out of retirement just to pretty much look this up.
Cool.
Oh, and also, Bruce Springsteen.
Who?
Bruce Springsteen.
I've heard of him.
Well, he also came out with a new song too, around the
Oh
same
hell,
time that NoFX got their song out too.
cool.
Winter's ice and cold. Down
The song kind of has like a little bit of like a Eve of
Kind of got a
Destruction
funky
kind of vibe
tone
to
to
it.
it.
It's like, well, it definitely is, but it's got kind of like an Eve of Destruction kind of like progression to it.
Ah, oh man. I just realized what shirt I'm wearing.
Nice. I'm just wearing this. Just
Not bad.
one of my
Not
feel like
bad.
bad. I was wearing Bridge City Sinners the other day and they're wearing one of my new shirts I got. Actually, I don't think you've seen yet. Yeah, let me grab it. I got it at
Alrighty.
the Portland Art Convention thing. Like a little art commune.
Cool.
So there's this dude whose name is Daisy because
Yeah.
he like wear a lot of cowboy shit. But
Yeah.
the front of the
Cool.
shirt is it's a place called Jaw Jaw BDX. It's like a little art,
Cool.
collective. But he on the back of it put resist with a
Resist.
little frog, and
Frog
he's giving these
resist.
out for free. So he just like gave me one. He's like, "Yo, which color you want?" It's like anything in a
That's great.
medium. He just handed me this one. I was like, "Sweet."
I mean, I think we have a difference of opinion on how we should deal with the rising fascism. But I love this
Do we though?
insult, humiliate strategy because nothing pisses off fascists and makes them look weaker than humiliation.
I mean, do we really have that much of a difference of opinion though?
I know I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about like the general population doing this
I mean,
humiliation ritual to them.
I'm kind of on the all of the above approach. I agree with that just as much as our own positions about it. You know what I mean?
I know.
I mean,
I mean,
in a
it's the
way,
same thing as the schoolyard
I mean,
bully
in a
theory. You humiliate the
yeah,
schoolyard bully, he's gonna either leave you alone or double down.
yeah, but in a way, it's just like I'll turn this one down just in case it's cutting you off or something. But yeah, like I mean, for me, like I'm kind of all the above because like we need a little bit of good trouble kind of shit going down for sure. But at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like if like the pacifistic, like, stuff that's going on with
I mean,
like,
yeah, that
you know,
humiliates them. That makes them look
yeah.
weak, and that's
But
that's always
also,
great.
do you know what happened here in Portland on, I think it was not this last Saturday, but the Saturday before? Do you know what happened with that?
No, I have not heard much at all.
Well, there was a labor rally that happened. It was a union like march against ICE with a lot of the local unions from the SEIU to the Portland Association of Teachers, a lot of different local unions that got together, including with their kids and family, to come out and protest against ICE. And
Right.
I think you can guess what happened when that happened.
Oh, let me guess. Crowd control.
Tear gas. Yep. And a
That's what
lot
I
of
meant.
children, a lot of families, a lot of people who are peaceful protesters and labor advocates and
Yeah.
labor marchers were fucking tear gas to shit.
Yeah.
Some of them prepared, a lot of them weren't. I was actually talking
I
about it earlier on the
mean,
stream because
I'm
it's
of
like
mixed
I hate
mind.
that,
Nobody.
sometimes that
I mean,
people do bring their
these
kids and
things are
stuff like
banned
that.
from war for a reason, and yet we use them for crowd control. Should
Including
be a
that
crime
green
in and of
gas.
itself.
You've been hearing about that
Yeah.
green gas that's been used sometimes?
Isn't that the stuff that they said could give you cancer?
Well, CS gas and tear gas can too, but yeah, that
Yeah.
shit exceptionally so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. No,
like,
there's a
yeah,
reason this stuff is there's a reason this stuff is banned for use in war situations. It should be banned for use against civilians too.
yeah, world's broken. Ain't that true, Jim?
Now the world ain't
Jim
that the
Larry.
truth.
Play stupid games with stupid prizes. Well, I should be probably learning around and fucking around and finding out about that because
Y'all
TikTok on
don't want
that
to hear
shit.
my real thoughts on what should be done with them fuckers.
Shit, same with me. Like I kind of play it cool when it comes to how I perceive and
I know,
advocate
I
about what
know,
I think.
I know.
Well, I
I
know
only
you
say
know,
that
but I'm telling
inflammatory
every
stuff in private nowadays.
shit. I don't even want to necessarily even mention in private instance of things like Discord. Keep it to
Yeah, I know.
your
Well,
buddies.
I mean face to face, the kind of thing that can't be recorded. My true opinions come out there. Here, it's just abolish.
Well, keep your phone in the basket in the other room.
Yep. Now it's my turn.
Right. Let's got all the sharing stuff out of the way. There we go.
Yeah.
You smoke blue shirt? Lol, never mind. Yeah, we both do. We're both in
No, I smoke a
recreational
lot.
state, so we could do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You would not believe what I saw this animal do the other day. Literally, I saw this cat jump what looked like half a story down. I did not know cats could jump that high.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
he landed
honestly,
on
you'd
his
be
feet,
surprised.
no injury whatsoever. Cat just looked at
Well,
me and then walked off.
cats are pretty springy if you think about it. Like, I mean, when they're from a far height, especially if they're like, "Oh shit," I mean, the reason why they kind of look like they're like, "What the fuck," and kind of like way spread out is because they're spreading the weight and
Like
in a
I
way kind
literally
of cushion
sprinted
fall.
over there to try and catch this cat midair
Well,
because I thought
also
it would
cats,
get hurt.
it's kind of the trope. They always land on their feet. Well, there's kind of some truth
Yeah,
to
he
that.
just landed on his feet, looked at me like,
Like
ha,
what?
you
Oh
didn't think I
shit!
could make that jump, and then
Right?
zoomed
Yeah.
off.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that
Yeah,
was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, cats are pretty exceptional in that way.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that just blew my mind the other day.
Hey, or so, Gracie, who's? I just came back from a walk and it's raining outside, so if it's me, then that would explain it. If it's him,
And
then
if it's me, my hair naturally does this every day, and I have to wash it
and so
every
does mine
day.
anyway. Like even when I do make it look a little pizzazz, but whatever. I mean, I was streaming earlier. If you want to, see it where it looks a little extra, you can, see it then.
No, your hair is smooth. I think they're talking about me. Your hair looks divine.
Nah, I mean, it naturally has kind of a look because it's got that dirty blonde, like reflective look and shit. It's got like that
I can
dark,
kind of see
dirty
that, but it looks
blonde.
great otherwise.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm kind of copying you anyway.
Hey, I mean, I get a lot of compliments, but I also get like, "What the fuck is that a mullet or something?" Dude, the duality of like insult and compliments about my features is honestly kind of fucking wild, bro.
Honestly,
I
I'm
love
starting
it
to
in a
get a
weird
little
way
thicker
because
skin
it's
about
just
that
hilarious.
myself.
Because I'll see a comment, I'll be like, what the fuck is this mullet like Joe Dirt looking ass? And and the next comment would be like, damn, that chin line can fucking cut for steel. And I'm like,
Yeah, it
oh,
does. It could cut
it's
steel.
like, what is this?
I have a weak chin line, so that's why I grow a beard.
And if you kind of did like a little bit of like some weight, especially that upper body kind of thing, I bet you probably could a little bit.
Oh
My
yeah,
problem is I
I
don't have
know.
enough. I need a little more like need to some weights myself. Like, you just need to kind of burn some down. I need to build some up.
Yeah,
Give
yeah,
me some of
true.
your shits a little bit so I can be like, come on now,
Um,
do it
Trippy
extreme.
or Shay has a cult now. Not an actual cult. For disclaimer, she has her own little following that she refers to as her cult.
Oh, like her community on like TikTok or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I
Right
think
on.
that's funny.
I would try to be on there, but like considering how strict and TikTok is,
No,
and
you
plus,
would. While I think you
and
could
plus,
make
like it got
money
now bought and
there,
owned
I
by
think
like
you would
some
get
fucking
insta
Trump
banned.
oil dog bag fucking dick licker. So I'm just like, eh. Now I'm really like, nah, fuck that. I'm actually might be doing some streams off and on Kick too, to be honest.
I mean, I think you could probably make some money, but
Funny enough, I have like
oh
been
really?
pinning my Cash App in the comments, kind of like how Phoebe does,
Cool,
sometimes on her
cool.
streams. And
Hell
dude,
yeah, brother.
there was a guy who was an pro ice dude who's like, yo, I'm gonna send you 5. Here's the beer on me because you're actually like pretty funny. He was pro ice, but he just liked the fact that I was funny to him. So I'm like, hey, you know what?
I'm slowly
It
learning to
worked.
be nicer to these people, or just not outright call them Nazis when I first meet them.
Well, at least for like someone like that, I could respect that. Be like, all right, you're actually kind of chill like that. I mean, I can,
But
have a beer on, and chill with,
you got to
someone like that.
understand the environment I'm in. I am constantly hearing pro ice shit from like my family, and I'm just like,
I just say,
please stop.
not like
Please stop
literally, but
before I
like,
explode and
on
tell
a
you
political
exactly
level,
how
like,
commie I am.
well, yeah, I mean, on a certain level, I'd say like not literally in a blunt way I'm gonna say, but like, kind of, well, fuck them in a way. It's like don't bring it up or
Ignar, you would make a cute girl. You do got the features of it. How the
unless
hell
it's
do I look
trans
like
and
a
on the right is a
Discord mod?
Discord mod. I am not trans, but you know what? Hey, it's not like I have done cross dressing or nothing before. I am
I mean,
bisexual
I'd
after all.
consider it if I thought
I
I
am
could get
pretty
away with it. I'm more of
queer.
a agendered person. I've actually discovered that I'm actually non-binary.
Well, there you go. Why are you so soft in calling people 90 years
Uh,
later Nazi? Because Nazis are
because the
back
current government is made up of fascists. The current U.S.
in
government is made
Nazis,
up of
and the
fascists and
Gestapo is
Nazis.
back via the organization that's called ICE. So, I mean,
I'll take it further. Most of the U.S.
it's like,
government has been
oh,
replaced by
hold on,
fascists.
before you add that, like, because like just because Nazi is more of a technical old term doesn't mean that you can use it to refer to something that's pretty much the equivalent of the modern version of that, the contemporary variation. Like, I mean,
It's a
like, why do you
slur
think
at this point.
neo-Nazi is a thing?
I'm
I mean, instead of
using
just
a
saying neo-Nazi, you
slur
just shorten it just to
essentially against
Nazi because that's
the
what the fuck they
fascists
are.
of this time.
Anyway, what you were saying?
I'm just using it as a pejorative against the fascists of this time.
Well, that's why I'm basically saying. I'm just elaborating as to why that's the case.
Ugh.
Yeah. You don't have to have a swastika or the SSR band or some shit in order to be a Nazi.
Yeah, I agree. I've met plenty
Talk
of
at the
them in
same time.
Alabama.
Yes, you talk the same. Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to figure that one out. I'm sure we'll balance each other out eventually. I got a little bit more of a experience with being a guest on shows and stuff, so I get it. But it's my turf, so I have a reason to overtell.
I just wish I knew how to mute. Oh wait, there is a way.
Yeah, there is. Well, I guess he's doing his little cop out sesh. I feel bad for the parents, especially the farthers. The
My
farthers.
father's dead.
I feel bad for your parents because they didn't teach you how to spell, bitch. God damn, I feel bad for you, son. Go back to school, dude.
My dad's
Or
been
better
dead since
yet, go study
2019. He
more
does not
for your
give a
class.
flying fuck.
Nah, I just like to roast them. See, you got to see what you might want to learn a
I
little bit.
see what you
I'm
did,
telling
but
you,
at the
man,
same
there's
time,
a
I
little
feel like my
fun.
way diffused it as well.
Mm, I, but there's a
Your
little
way was
fun when you
funnier,
play
though.
around
Your
with it
way
like
was
a
more
ball of yarn.
entertaining.
I'm telling you, when you get that little spark and you get a little, it's like
I understand.
I'm telling you, there's little tricks.
Oh
You know what?
yeah,
I'm not
I
even
have a
trying to
question for you.
diffuse it. I want it to go further. I'm not even trying to
Ignore,
diffuse it. I wanted to go further.
ignore. Got a question for you.
No.
Would you be
Okay,
interested in
what?
participating in a D&D campaign that me and Shay are organizing?
Funny enough, I haven't actually been in one period, so it
I
would
mean,
be even more
hey, it'd be my
interesting.
first D&D
It'd be
game
more.
too.
I mean, it'd be more interesting to be like, in a call like this versus like in person. But I mean, fuck it. I've been wanting to, whether as a part of it or as a DM. I mean, I've been wanting to try both of them at some point.
Hey, we're looking for more players. We just need more people at this point.
Well, if you all have like a particular time, maybe let me know because maybe I can make it
Yeah.
work. I'll
Well, I mean, we can maybe
give me
make it
some
work
deets
late at
about
night.
it. Yeah, put a pin on. Put a pin
Or we
on.
could do our own private thing where you're not a part of the main event, but that's gonna happen at a reasonable time,
Nah,
not
if
like
I'm gonna be on
midnight.
that campaign, I need to be in it for the whole thing. So,
All right, that's fair
well,
enough.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. This is
Yeah,
great teacher didn't even teach me how to spell. All my friends from my class, we can't spell very well at all. That's our education system failing you, and
yeah.
sadly, your parents probably not acknowledging that and trying
Honestly,
to kind of pick up the slack.
this is
Sadly,
gonna
I
sound
mean,
horrible, and narcissistic, but I feel like our generation was the last generation to get a real education, and everybody else after that is just getting nonsense.
yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that my class of 2015 was like the last one, but we were like one of the last handfuls. I would say maybe
Yeah,
like
same.
2017, honestly, was
Well,
probably
I say
the
between
last.
2010 and 2017, y'all's the last ones who got the good
Yeah,
education.
because after that, that's when things got a little skibbity, and then just like the education system, parents, like
Oh
across the
yeah.
board, just basically gave the fuck up.
I'm
And
sorry.
so,
Okay.
and
Can I
the
rant
only
for can I
people that
rant for
are,
like half a second?
fucking failed and, and victims of that, are people like Mike. I mean, it's not even a fault of
Yeah.
them. I mean, if anything,
Oh
they're
no, it's
victims of a
not.
problem that is way greater than they realize.
Can I rant for like half a second though? I
Yeah.
think I think parents' choice is the dumbest thing in school. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are not qualified to I'm so a lot of parents need to hear this. You are not qualified to teach your child really much of anything. You do not have the skill set necessary to properly teach a
Well,
child.
I mean, unless they are like either teachers themselves or go for like, a particular class where they can be
Well,
like, hey,
considering the
I
fact that I went
can.
to college and graduated, I can consider myself educated.
Yeah. I mean, same for myself, but I mean, I'm not like some expert by any means when it comes to a lot
I'm
of
not
different
saying I'm an
things.
expert
Wait,
in
hold on.
anything, but I'm definitely
You're
more
calling
educated than
yourself
you are.
educated. Wait, hold on, wait.
Not you,
You're
Ignore.
calling
I'm
yourself
talking to the person in the
educated, but
comment.
it's just a cherry on top. Who says that we're like educated in the sense that we're like experts? We're educated in the sense that
No,
we
but
have
I'll
been
say
to
I'm
college
definitely smarter
before,
than you
and
are.
we do read books, and we crack a book open, and we actually have basic literacy and basic knowledge about different things. Like I mean, what is that supposed to be? Some dog there, buddy? I actually want to put this guy on the IO song on for a sec. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, no. I'm curious about what this one. I was an English major, Rose.
What have you graduated in? I mean, I went to college. I didn't say I graduated in it.
I
The only
graduated.
reason
I
why
graduated as an English major.
Yeah, and the only
Right,
reason why
well,
I
good, that
didn't
did me.
graduate was mainly because of finances. I couldn't keep up financially when going to college, so I dropped out literally just because of finances. I just didn't keep going with it because of that.
I
So
just didn't go back because I
if
didn't
I
feel like
were
it
to
was
if
worth
I
it to
was
go
going
back.
to keep going though, it would have been political science, and then
You know,
maybe a
that's what I
backing it
wish
in
I
a
had
music
actually
minor.
majored in because I minored in that, and political science is so fucking fascinating. I
It
really
is.
wish I had
And
majored
honestly, the
in that
political science
instead.
classes I had were fucking awesome. They were one of my most favorite classes I took in college outside the music classes I had. Like both of those were my favorite, like core classes that I was taking because I wanted to major in political science and then minor in music. And, that was kind of like my main thing once I figured out what I wanted to kind of do. And the only reason why I didn't keep up was just literally because of finances. Now I like to
All
go
right.
back into it. I mean, eventually
Hey,
one
hey,
day
Three Light
I'll want to go
Traveler,
back into it.
I got a joke for you. It's called "You're Not Allowed Here Anymore."
Hold on. Keep him in there for a sec. Oh, the fuck up. Hold on. Hold up. Oh, I'm unhiding him for one moment just so I can, English and a dropout. Yeah, these jokes just write themselves. Well, what's your fucking major? Now, I unbanned you for a second so I can hear your responses.
He's
What's your
just gonna
fucking
take
major?
the half second to write another insult. That's how these trolls work.
Hey, bro, I know. I've been in the trenches. I get it. I'm just asking, like, what's your major? What's
And
your
she
college
calls
degree
me
shit? Like,
a masochist.
I'm just curious. Come on, TikTok. You got 30 seconds. It's literally 21 minutes and 30 seconds in and counting. TikTok, TikTok. Come on, three light traveler. Come on now. You'll
Oh
be
my
banned again
goodness.
if you can't answer in that time. 10 more seconds.
He probably already dipped.
Probably did he? Oh, 3, 2, 1. Ah, such a shame. Such a shame. What a bitch. Oh, got to put that Paul's ego rule in there.
You
I'm a
know,
comrade. Don't
I've been.
shoot. Hey, don't worry, Smooth Bandit. You're fine.
Oh no, y'all are fine. Y'all are fine. Y'all are fine.
Shout out, brother.
We were just
What's up,
having a moment with
Joseph?
a troll.
Oh yeah, we put the Eye of Sauron on a motherfucker. That's all. So I
Man, you
recognize
have
that with
adopted
I
way too
recognize
many
Joseph though.
qualities.
He's a chill one. He's a chill one though. He could
Much love,
Uh,
or
also
however
for
y'all
you
say
Muslim
that.
brothers in Ethiopia, stay strong. Oh,
No
hey, what's up,
rudeness, man.
Ethiopia? I think you're one of the first people to actually, shout out Ethiopia. Like I'm usually getting like Argentina, Brazil, like
You know,
fucking
real
Ukraine,
talk for like half
Russia.
a
I'm getting
second.
like random places, but I never gotten Ethiopia yet. So hey, shout out, guys.
You know, real talk for half a second, Ignore. Like in all my encounters with like Muslims in my life, they've actually been pretty chill especially compared to the Christians.
Well, they are. Like, have you seen like some travel vlogs from like food vloggers in like Pakistan or India that like will go into
No,
like
I don't
these
really watch
places?
that kind of stuff, but like I've
You
actually met
should.
a few, and they've been the
I
nicest
mean,
people I've ever met.
I want to say because it's just to validate what you're saying. I know you're not a foodie because you're weird about it. Well, let's not get into that.
Yeah, I
But,
know.
dude, like they are like legit the most friendliest, awesomest people to
Yeah,
like ever meet when it comes to shit like that.
I
They will literally
mean,
be like,
this is gonna
"Hey,
sound
normally
horrible,
this
but
is like 90
just like
rupees for like this epic, dish of like fucking." Baklava or some shit, like an epic
I
dish of
really
this.
do think the extremists in their religion really give them a bad rap because there's really some of the
Well, so does any
nicer than
religion or
most Christians
culture. I
I've
mean,
met.
that's yeah, but like what I'm saying though, it's like these places, even if they might be a little extreme with their weird beliefs or whatever, like they don't give a fuck. They look at you, especially as someone who's from outside of the country, they're just like, oh shit, like you're a guest.
I
I
mean,
want you to
hey,
experience what we got. Like here, just honestly, just take it.
Just like
It's just a
Eminem said a long time ago, if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. I don't care what color you are, what religion you are,
Well, yeah,
who you
but
are.
like, what I'm trying to say specifically is that like in the culture, it's like it's it's almost like kind of a disrespect to not treat guests with like as a gift
Oh yeah.
kind of thing.
Oh yeah, the
Like it's
sojourner.
like normally I would charge you, but you know what? Like you're my friends here. Like you're having tea as a
Yeah.
guest here. Like I'm not charging you. Don't give me your money. I don't want that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's really kind of an emphasis in a lot of times, not all the time. There are a lot of places where it's like, hey, I'm running a business. I'll discount you. I'll give you like instead of like 90 rupees, it'll be like 50 or some shit. You know what I mean? Like they'll do
Yeah.
stuff like that because they want to be like
Huh.
a guest, and be like, hey, yo, I kind of
Yeah.
like the fact
Well,
that you're just
still,
you're
even that
experiencing
that
our
sense of
shit.
hospitality is something I have not experienced from Christians, even though I grew up culturally Christian, but I have experienced that kind of hospitality from Muslims.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I will say, at least from my experience, I've experienced it from people of different backgrounds, including Christian, but I will admit, more often than not, it's usually people that aren't Christian and not necessarily Muslim, but like other backgrounds that tend to be a little
Well,
bit
yeah, I've
more
met I've met I've met a
friendly
few
that way.
Hindus and a couple of monks who seemed really chill as well.
Buddhists,
Uh,
etc. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
honestly, and I don't mean any rudeness towards anybody who hears this, but like really the rudest people I've met have been Christians in my experience.
Well, unfortunately, it kind of comes from that like compassionate conservatism kind of mentality because so many Christians kind of are like that, at least in America. I mean,
Right.
some of my family's like that. I get that experience because I've dealt with that, and it's kind of a weird passive aggressive kind of like, well, fuck you, what the fuck? It's like I know you're trying to
Thank
be
you,
nice, but you're
McMinn. I cannot. I have no idea what your name is. I know I'm weird as fuck. I take pride in being weird as fuck.
you guys are weird. Yeah, who cares? If you don't like it, then skibbity scroll.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Logan
Oh,
was in here
I used
earlier.
to live in Alabama, Joseph, or uh, uh, I, I apologize. I Pritchard.
No, yeah, Joseph Richardson. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Yeah, I used to live in Alabama, so like, I kind of know what I'm talking about a little bit when it comes. I don't mean that in a
and
rude way.
and I've been in Texas. I got family out there. Yeah. I mean, that's part of the Bible, but too. I know
So
Logan was in here earlier. What did he was saying? Guys and our dog just took a shit in front of me again. So damn, you're just having bad luck with dog shit in front. Dude, earlier tonight when he popped in on stream from the part one, dude, there was a dog that like right in the
oh
driveway
my
that was
goodness.
trying to like go in front of it. Took a dude. Dogs just love being a troll for him and just taking shits in front of his shit, dude.
Wow. I
Poor
actually
Logan.
read a study on dog behavior a long time ago, and they mentioned something about this. This is literally how dogs troll.
I'm not
This is
surprised.
literally
It
how
sounds like that dog is a
scientifically they
troll.
fuck with people.
Well,
They
yeah. Hey, I'm Unc to Vito and Jazzy, and they're little trolls themselves, and Zukov is a troll himself too. Like, hey, I know, I can tell.
they also like to be watched because not for a sexual reason, but because it's a pack thing to like watch your
Well, it's a
friend take a
social thing.
shit
They
so you can
like,
go.
yeah,
It's basically so you can guard him while he's taking a shit.
you're the weed one, McMiniman. I'm just gonna call him McMinimans. Why don't you go somewhere else? Why the loser watch? Like, you got better shit to do but criticize other people on their own shit. Fuck off. Dance.
I don't
Roasting
know
and
who this
laying down the
NBA the
law,
Blazer is.
Logan. Oh,
Oh, is that
dude,
Logan?
laying down the law, Logan. The Logan law has been laid down.
Hey,
Oh
Logan,
shit.
what's up? Wasn't
It's
sure
been
who
here
that
for a
was.
minute.
Well, I wasn't sure who what I didn't recognize the name.
Well, it's NBA the Blazer, but for me, it's just easier to call him Logan because there's also that L on his little
Yeah.
lack of PFP, I guess. But he's one of the mods that has the exception of the lack of a PFP. Anyone else
Yeah.
without a PFP
Yeah.
has got like a fucking eagle eye on them because I'm like,
Hell yeah.
you're usually trolls or bots or some other shit. Not all the time, but some of you are.
I noticed you're getting an uptick of trolls recently. Have your protest
Because
streams
I've
been
been
drawing
kind
those
of,
in?
dude, I've been kind of getting up there a little bit. Like I'm actually let's see, I think I'm a little slightly over 200. Oh shit, this one's it. But I'm a little slightly over 200 subscribers for at least
Hell yeah,
that to
brother.
qualify for monetization and shit. I think
That's
now at
awesome.
this point, I just need to make sure I get the watch hours up, which I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I'm almost good with that too. I'm pretty sure
I'm
that's
hoping
almost there.
I'm hoping to expand to get my channel monetized at some point by through playing video games. Slow progress, but
Yeah.
I've
I
made
mean,
like
for me,
5 subs.
yeah. I mean, for me, I kind of have the little easy way out with going to the ICE protest because the algorithm obviously is
Yes.
just going to expunge on that. And also,
Unfortunately, I am too far away from there to really
yeah.
capitalize
Well,
on that
I
on
mean,
my
there's
end.
bound to be at least. I'm sure if you look around hard enough, there's got to be like
Oh,
a
there's plenty
protest
around here. There's
around you.
plenty around here. I get news about them all the time. I have no vehicle to get there and back.
Mm. Yeah, fair. Well, I will say at least. Well, for me at least, it's pretty easy. But at the same time, it's like I know the algorithm takes a lot of advantage of it too, and also the subscriber mode. Like instead of me having it the way it is, I could literally just have it on subscriber only mode, and I will admit that helps a lot too because
Oh,
if
I
you
want
want
to
to
address
troll,
something
if trolls
Rose
want to talk shit,
said.
if trolls want to talk shit and do all that, they gotta
Yeah,
subscribe, and half the time they forget to unsubscribe.
I
So
want to address something Rose said. Um, to, for clarification, I don't think Islam is right. I think all religion is wrong, personally. But I'm not going to push that out on people. That's just my opinion. I've just noticed
oh
that
yeah, I'm the same
non-Christians tend to be
way.
a little bit easier to deal with.
Yeah, even though I'm like an anti-theist and I had like my little atheist phase, like at this point, I don't really give that much of a shit. I'm still gonna be pretty critical about what people
Yeah,
may,
yeah. I think
advocate
the
when it
religion
comes
is
to their
wrong,
broader
but
beliefs
hey,
of what they're
that's
trying to
my
push
opinion.
and trying to say, and I might ultimately agree what they're trying to say, but sometimes their, ideas. I'm like, all right, come on now. You know what I mean? But what the fuck
Yeah.
ever. Like, we got bigger issues to fry. You know what I
Now
mean? We got bigger fish to fry
I
right now in the fucking walk.
I
Like, I'm pretty
will
sure, like,
add the
this
caveat.
particular kernel grain of rice is not going to be a big deal in comparison to the
Yeah,
fucking fish that needs to be fried up in there. You know what I mean? Like,
I will add the caveat that I live in America, so I see things from an American point of view,
more
really.
Christo
So
esque.
I really
Yeah.
more
Well,
Christians than
yeah.
anything.
I'm the same way, too. Yeah.
I
That's what you're
don't.
trying to
So yeah. Oh,
movie
movie
recommendation.
recommendations. Let me think.
Uh,
What's a good movie that I saw
Wait, hold on. I
recently?
actually got some, but I want to ask as a follow up, what's the particular vibe you're feeling? Because someone asked this earlier on stream earlier, before doing this, so I want to ask like, what's the vibe? Because I actually have different recommendations depending on what your particular vibe is feeling. Like
True.
adventure,
That is true.
action, sci-fi stuff, like feeling good adventure films, stuff like. Because I have like I got a little roster of films, action or comedy. Oh, okay. Action or comedy? Well, Idiocracy is kind of a
That's
little
a
bit of
hard
both.
one. That's a hard one. Comedy wise, though, I would recommend Grandma's Boy. Good stoner film, solid
Blazing
stoner
Saddles
film.
is a good action comedy movie, a little bit. Spaceball. Honestly, a lot of Mel Brooks movies are honestly kind of coming up in my mind, to be honest. What's another one?
Action
Predator.
wise,
Even though it's not really much of a comedy, it's a really great action movie and a sci-fi action flick. Oh, what else? Hmm.
a good
Oh, what's that fucking movie called? Will Smith stars in it. It's like a superhero movie, but
Power off.
what's it fucking called? Why am I blanking on it? God damn it. Steven Spielberg coming out with a movie called Countdown to Disclosure, I think. What about Big Mummy Salvio? I haven't heard of that before myself.
I haven't heard of that either. I have seen Elysium. That's a pretty good one.
Mhm. Oh my god, why is there a fucking weird Jesus freak spamming fucking emojis? Oh god. Ew. You
I
know,
don't see how that's gonna do anything because I'm white and he's white.
and also the Jesus loves like yeah. Hey, by the way, hey, Jesus freak. That's literally gonna deter me away from Jesus. By the way, just saying. And by the way, I'm pretty sure there's a verse in the Bible that literally criticizes and decries people like you. So
Yeah, I'm pretty
pretty sure it's
sure
in Matthew.
about that.
Pretty sure it's in the book of Matthew. I know that for a fact. I think it's like chapter 23, something like that. I'm gonna record this live and send it to Isaac, son, my girlfriend. What? The next time my girlfriend what? You kind of broke down there for the last second, and you know what? I don't give a fuck. Like, but bro, you realize that ICE probably knows my fucking face. I've been to the ICE facility in Portland many a times. They
See,
have
I'm
seen my
vocal
face.
enough online that they probably know mine too.
Yeah, like you think that's a threat? Like,
Yeah, it's
if
not
you're gonna
really
be
a
a troll,
threat.
be a little creative, even with the ICE shit. I mean, come on, dog.
Dude, come at me with something that'll actually scare me. I'm white. Ice ain't coming after me by default.
Well, hey, there's Alex Preddy and Renee Good.
Well, I
don't
know, but they were at the
don't think it's
protest.
possible.
They were at the they were directly at the pro. I'm not saying what happened to them was good. I'm saying they were in the line of fire.
Well, look, well, Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying they would have lashed out at anybody that was in the vicinity. They happened to be the ones that got lashed out at.
And the thing is, never mind.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't.
hey, Dan Johnson. Guess what? Hail Satan.
You know, Satan's God's world, good, better than the Christian God, because these Christians don't really understand that your God's a little bit of a pathological, savage, crazy motherfucker.
Mm. It's a good. It's a good thing both of us carry, then, isn't it? Unknown.
What? What was said? Y'all look like weed smokers, so I could get y'all. Yeah, I'm a weed smoker, but so what? And hey,
Hell yeah, hail
what do you
Satan.
mean get y'all? But yeah, hail
Hey,
Satan.
dude, I'm an
Obvious
atheist.
time.
I don't give twin fucks.
I'm not a Christian, but y'all shouldn't say hail Satan. Well, I'm not a Christian either, and I'm not a Satanist either, but I'll say it either way. Hail Satan, obvious tons. So commandment is not scripted for tyrants, not for each other. Well, hey, I mean, if these motherfuckers want to back ICE or back blue or back this administration or any of that bullshit, and look at the American people as or other people that they see as like some fucking enemy of the state or whatever the fuck they want to think, then hey, sorry, they're part of that equation too.
I know I have autism. Thanks for pointing that out, Kev. You can F right on off
No,
now.
no, wait. Should do blue really be mental institution? Kev, I wonder if you understand what a lobotomy is, because that would be kind of fun to see what that would look like upon the. Have you ever seen one? Have you ever seen a video of a lobotomy? Because you can find one on YouTube. I can look it up right now if you want. I could show y'all. For scientific purposes. Are you just having fun over here? What are you doing? I haven't even had a chance to read any of it. Well, these dudes have been holding up hope the
I'm
last
just getting
20
rid of the
minutes.
asshole.
I don't have to. Okay, I'm hunting hiding this guy. I'm hunting hiding that guy.
All right.
Let's go, poop boys. It's all good, dude. You just see his pooping his He's just trying to think we need to take a shit or something. Like, dog, what?
All right, I'll start timing out instead of banning. Is that better?
Well, how about I give the okay? How about that? I'm the Grand Marshal over here. I'm the Field Marshal Igno over here. I'm Commissar over here. I mean, come on now.
Well, I mean, you said I was head of the Spectre division.
I didn't say you were the head.
You said
You're
I was
deputy
the
warden
first
de
human
Capitan.
Spectre.
The Capitan.
You said I
That
was.
doesn't mean you're one of the heads. You're like
You
a
s-
sergeant
you-
of arms in like the biker gang, or like one of the fucking capos in the fucking mafia. Like you're got a couple layers a little bit. You're up there, but you're not like Come on.
Oh shit. I'm not gonna act like a perfect beacon of grammar, but in a time of spell check and Grammarly, can most people just try hard not to use hard typing? I agree, Rose. I agree.
Fact. Yeah, seriously. Hold up, discreet. God, I would hypothetically believe in isn't Shadira God. We can get it
Oh no,
into
no, no, Logan! I am not insulting your
No,
religion at
oh
all.
yeah, we're not like
I'm insulting the religion of people who have been cruel to me and other people, not you.
then also kind of trolling some of the religious little nerds, being like, "Hey, you can't say that." Hail Satan! What the fuck, man? It's like, what? Excuse me? Like, no, just like Dave Murphy, dude. Wait, hold on. You know what? Fuck it. Hold on. I gotta show one. I gotta at least, whip up one of his things real quick. It's, excuse me. It's just beautiful. I think it's real. Excuse me. I love it. He's like a little fucking Joker, dude. I love it.
Oh, that's great. Oh yeah, I'm changing shirts because I'm tired of wearing a wife beater. 1 second.
Oh, you're running away. You're running away.
No, I'm just changing shirts real quick. I'm getting off screen so I don't, get you a violation.
Like what? Like how TJ did on Nuggets that one time.
Yes.
I'll be shirtless too. How about that? You know what? We'll be shirtless together. You know what? If you're violating it, I am too. Fuck it. Let's go, bro. Fuck dude, bro. You're just like, nah. You're just like, okay, wait, yo, that shirt is actually kind of cool. Wait, hold up. Wait, what's to say? It's backwards for me.
Says this planet is ghetto as fuck.
Facts, dude. I feel that alien, bro. I feel that fucking alien, dude. That alien just he feels it. And I feel it. And can you just take me and take all of us rational human beings away? Can you just take us all away from this fucking hellscape that is known as Earth?
Yeah. I know you're not big on the whole mystical stuff lately, but like I've been diving into that with Shay and her thing, her thing that she does. And according to her religion or mysticism, I'm an old soul, and that's why I'm so mentally
Bro,
crazy. Is
you're not
because
the dude. You know
li-
what's funny? Dude, Wiccans and shit
no, I
aren't the
don't
only
actually
ones.
believe it. I just think it's cool. I just think it's cool the way people interpret things.
Well, funny enough that you bring it up, dude. My mom and my family, being evangelical Christian types, have said the exact same fucking thing. And I think a lot of it's because I'm kind of weirdly into like some older school like kind of stuff. Like I mean, like one of my dream cars I would love to have is like a 1956 convertible Bel Air, like a Chevy Bel Air, like some old school stuff. A lot of music that I like, does include people like Dean Martin or like Louis Prima, or
Right.
fucking Richie Valens, etc. The Big Bopper, etc. Like, and that's part of my repertoire. So and like
Right.
there's a lot
Right.
of old school things about me that I definitely grew up on. My mom's like, "Oh, well, you're just kind of an old soul a little bit." And I'm like,
No, no, no. I'm no, 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 no. No, I'm saying through the lens of her mysticism, I have lived several lives, and that is why I'm so kooky. Is because
well,
living that many lives makes you
well,
fucking kooky.
let me complete what I'm trying to say because my parents have said, and my family said the same thing because of stuff like that, and also because like of the fascination of like some older stuff. Like I'm kind of more retro, like in a weird way, in a lot of different factors in myself. Not completely, but I could kind of, at least growing up, I could kind of see
Yeah.
that a little bit. But I mean, right now maybe not as much. But like, I mean, like,
I
growing
mean,
up
I
though, I could
consider
see it
myself
though.
futurist. Anyway, personally, I like the aesthetics of like the '80s or '90s idea of the future. So I guess
Yeah,
that's
I
retro
mean, yeah,
futurist
I'm kind of
now.
the same way. Like, there's also like kind of that little like old school sci-fi stuff. I mean, yeah, there's things of attachment that I kind of have with some old school stuff. Cause like, I mean, in a weird way, I mean, I mean, this is probably why I think because like that weird Cold War, like space race, like we're reaching for the stars, we're like,
No,
even though there's like two sides of the coin going on here of global power stuff, like we're all trying to do this weird same goal of like, I mean, I think that might have been it, maybe, at least for me, because a lot of how my parents grew up, especially like my mom's early like hippie power, flower power kind of days, before she became like a really kind of prudish Christian type, and then my dad kind of doing his weird little like hippie stuff himself and shit. It's kind of like I'm way more attached towards that versus the weird kind of just conservative boomer way they became now. Like it's just one of those things where maybe like whatever that was that they grew up with, it just rubbed off on me. And maybe that wasn't their intention, but I guess it was now because that's how it ended up being. Because I look a lot of what they did then as like, well, shit, why didn't you just keep doing that shit? Like I ask that question to them sometimes, and usually never have a fucking answer for it.
sorry, replying to somebody.
But you're good.
But no. What were we talking about?
Well, I just went on my little tangential thing about old souls
Oh yeah,
and
the old soul
yeah.
thing. No. But by the logic of the, huh?
Wait, hold on. I know now that the chat started go. Hold on. You're definitely not an old
Read
soul.
the
You
latest
have a
one.
very
That one's
young,
kind of
youthful
funny.
energy, almost a little bit of innocence to an extent. I mean, I do agree with that. That's why, in hindsight, I'm like, I can kind of get why maybe some of my family thought that of me, but I'm like, eh, maybe I taken from some of that, but I'm very youthful as fuck, considering who I
No,
am. Like
no.
I'm not
What
really
I'm
like
trying
some
to
old soul.
say is through the lens of her mysticism, I am considered an old soul because I have the all the signs of it.
Well, maybe I don't know whatever she did, to kind of maybe see that with you, but maybe she'll have to do it with me at some point. Just
Oh
see
yeah.
if
What
there's
come?
a
Yeah, we
commonality
will.
around that or something.
Yeah.
Because, like I was saying, kind of bring it back together. It's like, my family, even though they're Christians, thought the same way in their own way. So I'm kind of like, I wonder if it's just because of like stuff like civil rights movement and stuff. I wonder if it's just because like when they were growing up, you know, like there was this, like youthful radical energy that even if they did tap into it, they aren't in it anymore, but they can kind of see that youth in that sense in, their next gen of sorts, whether like their niece, nephews, or their sons or daughters, you know what I mean? Like maybe that's probably where it comes from, I guess, because I know my mom for a fact was a little bit of a flower power girl and was kind of doing some civil rights stuff, at the time, despite being a Christian gal, because she was like one of those like long haired Jesus freak types, like one of those like Jesus hippies, at the early
Right.
days. So I mean,
Right.
so I think that's probably where it just comes from, but I think at least they probably think that I would be tempered at a later era where it's like the older you get, the more conservative you get. Because I've heard that from my
Right.
parents, and from some of my family. I'm like, no, honestly, the more older I get, the more leftist and radical I get. Like I get more radically leftist. Honestly, the more
Same.
older I get,
Same.
like
Same. It's almost like
like
the world
honestly, it
keeps
seems
getting
like to me the
shittier.
opposite these days.
Yeah, it's almost like the world keeps getting shittier and we're getting pushed to radicaler and radicaler ideas for how to fix it. It's
Yeah.
almost I took psychology in college. It's almost like not having your needs met makes you go left or right, depending on your
I mean, you
upbringing
just kind
and
of get into the
stuff.
survival method where it's like you kind of get into an extreme because you don't know, like, because if your basic comfortabilities aren't met, then yeah, you're going to be more likely to do some more extreme stuff, including even maybe just robbing a motherfucker. Like sometimes it might happen.
Honestly, if civilization collapses, I wouldn't be surprised if that became a profession.
Like bandits or highwaymen or something.
Actually, I do have a family. I do have property I'll have a stake in later, but yet I still don't feel an urge to be a right-wing douchebag.
Because I don't own, if you own property, and well, okay, yeah, you really are misconstruing a lot there, buddy. Because I do too. I have a property in a house that is ultimately going to be mine, but I mean, I will say when it comes to my faith about how that's going to look like in the near future, I don't really have much in, so I'm just out on my own on that. But at the end of the day, it's like, hey, that'll always be there for me, and I'll get some inheritance off of that, whether I sell it, do something with it, invest it, whatever the fuck. Ultimately, one day it will be mine because it's under my fucking family's name.
Yep.
So,
I just gotta
yeah,
wait.
think again there, buddy.
Yeah, I just gotta wait to inherit my house, and boom, I have a house.
If you made the same joke 4 times, so no one laughs, probably isn't funny. Yeah,
Yeah, he was
that
talking about
too. And
Johnny.
yeah, if no one's paying attention to it, then yeah, you probably should just move on and find some other joke or find some other
And if
shit
it,
to
it
fucking.
was
Yeah.
probably me because Shay's in the background sleeping and she snores a little bit.
Whatever. Who cares? See, neither one of you have accomplished shit.
I bet you've
Have you?
accomplished
Well,
less than I
yeah,
have. 'Cause
yeah. What have you accomplished? You're just a random motherfucker in the chat. You're literally cold Gonzo, bro. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Yeah, you have no, authority in any metric to be saying like who hasn't accomplished
Hey,
shit.
hey, 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 hey! I got a fun joke for you. Why don't you get back to work, slave? My SSDI check doesn't create itself.
Damn. A profit sport family of 4. Why do I feel like that is not really that believable? Why do I feel like that's some bullshit there?
I would if my insurance would cover it. Ugh, sorry, gotta get better at that talking shit.
Who gives a fuck? He's
But
just a
you've
sad
insulted
little
us three
insecure bitch
times. I think that's
projecting
good
from his
enough talk,
mommy's
good enough reason to
basement.
kick
That's
you.
all he's doing. He's just projecting from mommy's basement because he's just a sad little fuck. It's like, well, yeah, I totally gonna inherit this thing. I support family 4, even though I'm basically a leech, and my mama's the one that does that. Actually, like we know who the fuck
Anyway,
talking about.
anyway, I should probably go anyway because I don't want to wake up my roommates, and I've been told I've been getting loud twice.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? We'll put a pin and we'll do this again. I'll come back
yeah,
and we'll all still be around, but
yeah.
obviously,
Anyway,
we don't
peace,
want that.
man. No, I'm gonna
Of
stay
course,
in the
much
chat. I'm gonna
love.
stay in the chat at least. Peace, man.
Of course. Yeah, we'll do a part 3 and stuff, but yeah, don't want to break anyone up and all that little shenanigans. Oh shit! Wow, actually, yeah, fuck, wow. The YouTube's fucking thing actually made it better. Like it just went right back to where it normally would. Oh, okay. I don't even really need to do part 3. Cool. We can just stick around. Sweet. Yeah, we'll just do this real quick. Get some background music going on here, and just do our thing. Yeah. But yeah, we don't need to be like too loud for the home day. But now y'all can talk shit to me now. Look at those eyes. Look at those precious, pearly, innocent eyes. Mm. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Narrow it down a little bit. There we go. I can adjust it as necessary later. I gotta be better about being thick-skinned. Don't worry about Hyperion. You're fine. You're fine. I just been, in the trenches of the internet for a long fucking time, so I just like to fuck around, I mean, when it comes to internet shit, you can never take that shit seriously. If it's like in your face, that's a little different. I mean, it is, but like when it's on the internet, you just gotta be like, all right, well, how do I just roast it back? Find some little creativity. Find something, that's in there, because there's always going to be something. Oh, you can fix dinner for the kids. I had a long day. Not now. I've owned these libs on YouTube. I have to own them on YouTube. Hold on. Let me finish this beer and fucking work these little faggots. Fuck. Shut up, bitch. This way it's only 4 hours. You gotta sleep before you need to go to your first job. Or just to pay rent. What? Huh? Like, gotta thank millionaires for that. I'm just gonna say true. Just true that. But at least I was thinking out who needs it. Someone else, but what? Are you? There's always somebody, man. There's always a motherfucker. There's always a motherfucker, man. And look, you know what? I'll entertain this for just half a second, and it's going to be the only time that happens. And after that, y'all, mods, can time out anyone after this. But after this, after this whole rant, cause I'm the unk to these little sweet beans who are just passed the fuck out being little sweeties. Look at those little beans. Look at those beans. Look at those little gumbanzo little coffee jelly beans. Look at those little sweetie beans. These little chunks. The floofs and the chunks. I'm the unk to these little beans. And I'm here on my homies, sweet, love and embrace, to be here with these little beans. Because this is the way that I, pay him back for, the love and embrace and the acknowledgement and all the other things that he does, for me as a hombre and an hermano. See? See. See. So thus, I'm over here. And you want to know the problem here, though? Is that the landlord, when it comes to the contract on the lease on this little location that he happens to be at, says, you don't fuck with no fire alarms. And you want to know what's even more insane? There's one over here. You see that fucker? That one? That one doesn't even work. That one's just dead. That's just there for display purposes only. The other one that is out there fucking beeping is up there, and there's a sticker over it that is like, you can't even do anything about it. Because the landlord, it's like, oh no, it's on a contract that we handle it. And guess what? They haven't done that for over like 3 fucking plus months now. And guess what? My homeboys are moving from this place. So guess what? They don't even give a fuck anymore. So who cares? You could be a mature, normal fucking adult and acknowledge that, yeah, it's there. But oh well. We could just be adults and just move on and just have a conversation. Because, yeah, it's annoying. You don't think it annoys the fuck out of me? Because, yeah, it does. But you know what? Whatever. What, y'all can't handle it? Because I got some shit I could just, like, beat endlessly. Just saying. Don't tempt me. I can do more than just that. Well, got to go back to work. Well, you have good on your shift. And if you're not a union job, then you need to fucking organize and make your shit a union, by the way, there. Cool, huh? As part of New Mexico is that you can hold a rent hostage until they fix an apartment. Well, that's called renters' rights. And maybe people should know that a little more. And maybe the landlords should ought to know that too, a little bit as well. But unfortunately, a lot of landlords are too lazy and fucking shitty to give a fuck. Because they were supposedly meant to fix this a long time ago. But nope. But hey, since it ain't the problem of the hombres anymore, then who gives a fuck? I guess y'all do because, I mean, you have to focus on it so much. Not the interesting conversation that's going on, just the, you know, as even the racist shit of like, this is African chip, or whatever the fuck. Which, by the way, shocker, it's as if that black folk aren't the only ones that have to deal with this bullshit because, like, poor fucking lazy, shitty, awful fucking landlords and tenants and managers and shit when it comes to properties. That probably explains a lot of that. So maybe it's not, some racial bullshit that a lot of people like to make it out to be. Like, because I don't give a fuck about the whole, like, people bringing it up. That shit, though, really irks me, though. Like, it's the African chopper or some shit. It's like, like, that shit's just bullshit. And that's just ridiculous. It's like, call it out all you want. I don't give a fuck. But that shit really shows a lot of your cards. I just put it that way. What the fuck streams like Asmongold can have roaches crawling on them like a dead rat carcasses, but you have a beep in the background? That's gone too far. Yeah, I have a chirp in the background, but yet Asmongold literally has like a dead rat that he uses for his fucking morning alarm because the sun sets on it in the morning and fucking rots it so hard and the fumigated fucking rotten stench literally like wrenches his whole body to make him wake the fuck up. And he has cockroaches walking over him. Never took a shower in his fucking life. But oh yeah, you got a fire alarm beeping in the background. Oh well, you might as well just be some black man or some fucking little ghetto man or blah, 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 blah. You're a Democrat, or some other weird racial bullshit. But oh no, Asmongold can get away with literally being basically made out of cockroaches. Give me a fucking break. That's why there's kind of a rule on this shit. I'm only allowing it to fly now just so I can fuck on it. Because it's ridiculous. I mean, I personally find it ridiculous because of other factors that y'all don't even fucking realize. Like, y'all want to get at it because it's like some African chirper or whatever the fuck, and want to fixate on that. For me, it's a bigger explanation of why landlords and fucking property managers and people that are tenants to these fucking people suck ass. Because they have stupid bullshit rules and bullshit regulations where it's like on the contract, you can't fucking do anything about that. And when you pressure them enough and they won't do a fucking thing about it, yeah, like that's a problem. But guess what? It ain't some black person thing. Ugh. Now the rules of force, by the way, after that rant, but still, it's like fucking Christ. You're so tilted, I didn't comment, y'all. I was talking to you specifically. Talking to me on screen. Wait, so you talk? Who are you talking to then? Just change batteries, but ain't no one brought up the race shit except you, my guy. Bro, it is a troll that comes up pretty frequently. That's why I bring it up. And there has been times earlier, not just on the stream, but the stream before, and the one before that, and the one before that, and the one before that, where it's been brought up. You specifically bringing it up or not bringing it up doesn't matter. It's just something I noticed, and it is a pattern. Me bringing it up is something that doesn't mean that anyone that does inherently bring it up, is a problem to that specifically. But either way, it's not you specifically that I'm talking to when it comes to the racist shit specifically. It's ringing my soul now. Apparently, don't enable it. And yeah, I know it is a fucking thing. Who gives a shit? We be adults. So keep, on a whatever the fuck a talk was before. Who knows what it was before now at this point? I mean, it's like either way. Jesus. Did I not just mention exactly the fucking story and the details about the whole reason? Did I not mention that? I wish I could say it was true. I know, Rose. Who am I fucking kidding, bro? I'm basically just egging it on when I say that. Motherfuck. Christ's Lord, son, calm down. Do you think I'm a Bible thumper? I am no goddamn Bible thumper, my son. And honestly, I probably know the Bible, despite that, a little bit more than you do. Just saying. Good morning, brother. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. I'm drinking a cup of pink lemonade. Nice. But you thought that Bible with the Holy Roller? I just grew up with it. That's all. Sit one more time for the brothers in the back. I know the Bible more than you Christians do. For Christ, you chose both did better, Jesus. Sorry, you're on your own. Well, shit. I know. Well, shit. So you got some wee brothers smoking in the ball? Well, of course. I'm always doing that here. Freedom, Jesus, and sin, twice doesn't make me a Christian. Did I say you were? Did I say you were specifically? Took that a little personally there, didn't you? Jeez. Jesus. In fact, you did. Not really. I mean, If you want to think that, then cool, but I didn't. Okie dokie. Aw, little Beto. You little orb. You sweet bean. You stretchable. At least you're dry now. You stretch your bean. What are you doing? What is this? You goofy boy. Really? He's knocking everything down. Damn. Really, Vito? Oh, bad little jet chunk. She's just along. Oh, oh, chunk. Oh, he's stretching a little chunk lump. Oh, you goofy little chunk. You lump chunk. You goofy girl. You stretch your thing. Hey, why are you kicking my gut? Damn. Goofy little chunk. This guy said can make a quick giveaway when the feds show up. What? When the feds show up? Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're just gonna have to make a run for it from the feds, and we're just gonna go to a local park and just hide up in the tree. But so Jazz Chunk, she loved trees. She loved going up trees. Vito's the crazy one though. He might give us our position away. I might just have to sacrifice him. But this chunk love tree though. So yeah, yeah, that might happen. And what? You think your little weird little fucking let me like write it out to to the fucking ICE and DHS motherfuckers. Don't what? You think that's gonna do anything? Because I guarantee you, it ain't gonna do shit. Just saying. If I was gonna do anything, that would have happened a long time ago. I'm just gonna go on a little round two adventure time later.
Here we go.
Switch it up. You still a chunk? You still got that belly just out ready to go, just like yes, brace my belly. Jazz don't care. She's like, "Rah. I don't give a fuck. My belly is being embraced. Let's just give me the look like, what the fuck are you doing? You still a chunk. Yeah. You're such a galump freak. You just don't care. You just don't care. You're just like, "Rah, brace my belly more." You silly little spring bean. Oh no! Don't fall off. You silly little string bean. Yeah, where you going? Oh, no, no. She fell. You silly little chunk. Jesse, come here. Jesse, come here, Jesse. You see a little chunk. Oh, how's this comfortable for you? What? How's that comfortable? Ugh, you silly lump chunk. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Goodness gracious. You crazy little chunk. You crazy chomp chomp. Is there a bunny rat? Bird? Is that a bird? Why'd you knock like half of the pillows over? You fuck. Ugh. Is that a bum bum? Yo! Yo! Get out here. No, you don't do that. You don't move, move. Lump chunk your wheel. No. Wait. Hey. That's a no, no. You don't do that. You crazy boy. What? Oh, what? 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 What's up? Get over here. You crazy boy. Why? Yeah? You submitted? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You're not just stuck. You've been alone. Oh, you crazy boy. Well, you crazy fuck. Hey, no legs. Just hey. You're insane. You're insane. You are insane. I'm about to smack this pillow on your face. Oh, Jesus. Jazzy. Okay, now I'm about to really do a pillow fight on their asses. Nope. Shush. 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 Excuse me. Jazzy, you deserve one too, because you've been doing it. Ugh. That's what you get. Beat up. You need more, okay, because you're crazy. Ugh. Yeah. Look, you plop that ass down further. Yeah, that's right. You plop that ass. And you chill that ass down. Protest all you want. Just chill the fuck out. God damn. Crazy boy. Jesus. Not a football, but I hope there's at least some decent Super Bowl commercials this year. Well, I guess there's Bad Bunny or whatever the fuck. There's that halftime shit that everyone keeps talking about. Which, watch, it's not really going to be that good. Count on one hand on the number that have been funny in the last decade. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way about it. There's just not really much. It's meh. I mean, I just never really cared that much for the Super Bowl anyway, period. Unless, like I said, Seahawks are involved. That's the only time I really give a shit. But I don't know. I'm all to kind of double dabble and see what it's about. If it's actually pretty legit, then hey, I'll talk it up. I might a little bit. especially if the Seahawks win. But like I said, I'm not really a big football guy, so the only time I am is when the Seahawks are involved. So we'll see what happens. Big bang. Chris Boy. Oh, you just love that butt scratch. You love that booty scratch. You're just like, oh, hold on, let me adjust my butt. Yeah. What the hell? He really wants this. He's just like, yes, give it to me. He's like, this booty butt scratch. Yes. He's like, what do I even do about this? He's just like, let me flatten that butt out. Oh, no. He's doing sploot. He's Shilly boy. Look at that old big old sploot. Oh, oh, you suck boy. What should be? So weird because football is seen as a testosterone fuel event, but then the halftime show is just some pop song. Eh, I mean, in a weird way, I feel like most people tend to care more about that than the actual like game itself. Sometimes I've seen some people actually be into the advertisements too. You're like, what's the hat that they're gonna have? Is it actually a good one? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why do you give a fuck about a hat? Like what? Because they spent a bunch of billions of dollars, and you hope it's like this hard string and pull thing or whatever. Like, what the fuck do you do? I've met people like that. I'm like, what? It's wild, man. I know the Super Bowl just does things to a motherfucker. Oh man, for different reasons. There's different things that just pull certain shit, but and when it comes to different people, but like, I'm like, ow, and why? Like, what? At least when it comes to certain shit. When it comes to the sport in itself, I get that. But like the advertisements, the halftime shit and other stuff, I'm like, well, the halftime I could kind of get a little bit too. But anything beyond that, I'm like, huh? I'm like, why? How? The only thing that's really worth the fuck is the game itself or the halftime show stuff. And even then, the halftime show stuff might be a little, eh. I don't know. I will say, at least for this year's halftime show, it might be pretty good. Guess we'll have to see. Go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Whoosh, a bit of a I do care about the commercials more. I don't even really watch the game, but yeah, you're not gonna make some tear up over the fucking core commercial, or make someone tear up. Well, yeah, that's not gonna happen. The commercials are just like the most secondary out of anything. It's mostly about like at this point either like the halftime stuff or the game itself. Depending on how things go with that. I know a lot of fans some or other people will be like, don't really give that much of a fuck about it. Maybe. Yeah, it just kind of depends on who happens to be there in the finals and stuff. I just don't give enough of a fuck unless it's like the Seahawks involved. Then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll check it out. So many levels on a past hour. So, dude, I'm literally just a layman who don't really give that much of a fuck about the Super Bowl or anything like that. I'm not, like might be more, like into sports than I was in the past, but I'm still not a sports guy, especially when it comes to like football and shit. I don't really care that much about it. Care more about other sports and shit. Okay, well, why I turned it down so low? Turn back up. There we go. What thing I went to? I don't know. I think I kind of want to for some food for a little bit later. I'm like, not really much I could think of besides maybe like either make it like some mac and cheese or some random simple, like basic ass like pasta dish or something. I'm like, not really too sure. Either way, gonna be some cool stuff. Wait, what? Oh, we need to bring back the tradition in our sports. Start with wrestling. Exactly how it started. You guys might want to rethink this. What the fuck? Are you trying to imply that there's like a little extra something going on that one? Little something going on? Because it happens. It's not like it doesn't happen. Grease. Oh, I see what you're trying to. Yeah. So it's definitely very much. Yeah, I would not really be too surprised if like a large chunk of humanity squared really did come from Greece. Honestly, like I'm kind of joking, but I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised. You know what I mean? Like, hmm, we narrowed down why so much of humanity is queer as fuck. Them damn Greeks. Like, I wouldn't be that surprised. I am joking, but I mean, if it were to be a thing, I'd be like, well, can't be that shocked. I mean, I'll admit there's a lot of little something going on with that. I'm just like, what? I mean, there ain't the only ones though. That's the thing. That's why I know they're not. That's why it's a joke. But they ain't, like they're definitely pretty dominant about though. I'll grant that. I wonder if you two even would want another Adventure Time. Another what? Yeah, I see it. They perked those ears up. Hmm. I knew you wanted a round two. I left you boogaloo. Yeah, that tail's going a little. Excuse me. ¿Cómo estás, señor? Hermano. You chunk chunk. You stretchy chunk. What's up? What is that little stretchy chunk? Chunk chunk. Really? Round two? Walk round two? Same with you? Vito's pouting so hard. Oh my god. He's the one who wants it out of anyone. He won't know round two. I hate to like tease him, but oh my god, this is kind of funny. Little bing bing. Round two walk. Want another one? Oh, little bing bing. Hey, Nick, you foo foo. You Chris. Oh, that guy's little ear. I flipped it. Yeah, getting your other ear. Yeah. Got a bunch of ears. What you gonna do, boy? Go for your little fluke. Damn! You plopped that ass so hard. You stretchy boy. You plopped that ass hard. Damn! That wasn't that hard, but you plopped that ass hard. Jeez, bro. Saw a Cybertruck on my walk, and I thought, maybe your pickup truck drivers aren't that bad after all. Do you know how much I wish I had something that I could just yeet at a Cybertruck around here? They're more common than you think, man. And I know they're the same fucking drivers too. They're usually the same dudes. And I'm just like, fuck. If only it had like Rotten Tomatoes or like a carton of eggs. You know what I mean? In Minecraft, obviously. If only. Luckily, I always see what I was out about. I've seen more than that, sadly. I mean, chances are you probably won't see one if you visited up here, but if you're out here long enough in the PNW, you're gonna see a lot of them, sadly. But hey, that doesn't mean you can't do a little good trouble with it, though. But I'll say, with that being said, I think I'll do at least, I'll find a little toodaloo. All that fun little shenanigans. Meant to go last call earlier, but, fuck it. Eat a little bit of foo-foo. Have a little round two. And be around a little park with these little beans, because I know what they want. They're going to love it. They're going to enjoy it. They're going to enjoy the shit out of themselves. They're going to be knocked the fuck out. Especially this little bean. This one really needs it. That little fucker needs it. Don't give me that pouty look. You know it. You know you need it. That reminds me, I don't see the pattern, but I saw one of those customized, which was like spraying a turd on an air freshener. Oh, they're more common than you think out here too, man. Oh man, if you ever visit up here, if I happen to know where to find them the most, especially like when you get like the highlight of when you might be able to find one. Oh my god, bro, I'm gonna have to show you, dude, because when you find one, especially customized in its own natural habitat, it is the urge, man. Even if I'm like eating like a 7-Eleven hot dog and I'll be like halfway through it and I'll see one pass by, the urge of just chucking that fucker, even if it doesn't do anything, I don't care. But like the virtue that it might rust its fucking hood or some shit or the side of the vehicle, you know what I mean? Like just that virtue alone, I'm just like, yeah. But I don't, because my hunger for that 7-Eleven taco or that fucking hot dog or whatever the fuck is just more important. Brave man. Hey, you know what? When you need something that's a little cheap and quick, you get what you get. You know what I mean? And you know what? They're not that bad. If you go to a good 7-Eleven that actually like, and they're freshly just put right out and they're like fresh off of that fucking shit, dude, they're not that bad, man. Especially when you doctor it up nice with that like relish, onion, the mustard and stuff. Like I'm telling them, don't dog on it, man. 7-Eleven nachos are pretty fire too. Just saying. Don't dog on 7-Eleven when it comes to shit like that. I'm just saying. Like if you go to a good 7-Eleven, I'm just saying. Looks like the Super Bowl ads are AI generated. Oh, see, this is why I'm validated about the ads. Wow, shocker. Can we pull the fucking plug on this shit already? I've been trying to say it now for a while. Like, I mean, I might be a little late to the party, but come on. Yeah, we need to just pull the plug. We just need to do that now. Everyone's gonna be busy watching the Super Bowl tomorrow. Maybe the traffic sound would be tolerable. Who knows? Greetings from Venezuela. Well, hello from the Pacific Northwest. All of them, I think, but a lot. Well, I don't think all of them would be, but shocker. I'm not really too shocked that like a good chunk of them are. Aye, aye, aye. Yeah, it's weird if the companies don't listen to consumers because most people are like, well, the consumer, we're the consumer and we don't want this company. You want more of it? Well, all right. Well, here, have more of it. And in fact, you hate this shit, and even though it's not involved yet, well, fuck it. We're just gonna add a fuckload of that and just flood you with that shit because you'll like it. You'll get used to it. Hey, what a bow! What a beautiful bow! I'm gonna eat a little bit of foo-foo. Give it one little adventure time for these two. And then have more foo-foo. And then wait for the hombre when it returns. No, that fun shit. After I read this last little bit of the comments. It's like the family I skip where the woman shoves her dog down the Yeah. That's you just had to remind me of that a little bit. Jesus Christ. God damn. But it's true though. But anyway. We'll call go for now. Peace out. And have a good rest of one. And we'll be back around. And I might actually be at the ice, but that's for tomorrow for next time. We'll see about that. But peace out for now and toodaloo.